Not being called up for international duty can be a disappointment, but on this occasion, it worked out to be a real treat for Marcus Rashford and Casemiro. Fresh off a trip to the USA to watch the New York Knicks, the Manchester United duo were at Carrington for new head coach Ruben Amorim's first training session. Only 11 first-team players were involved, including a handful who are progressing with injuries, with academy talent stepping up. Marcus Rashford and Casemiro were key presences in training, as they are both in contention to start for United next week. Both Marcus Rashford and Casemiro gave positive verdicts on the session put on by head coach Ruben Amorim and his coaching staff. Rashford posted on his Instagram story, "Top session today," in reference to his introduction on the grass under Amorim. Rashford's positivity was shared by former Real Madrid star Casemiro, who wrote on X, "Top training." Getting the positive feedback from the two top stars will be good for Amorim, who has warned there will be tough challenges for his players during his tenure. The message from both players backs up Ruben Amorim's initial message when he met the Manchester United players for the first time last week. Amorim conveyed that he wanted the players to have fun and enjoy themselves, in turn allowing themselves to express themselves on the pitch. While former boss Erik ten Hag supplied some much-needed discipline when he arrived in 2022, to a squad which had fragmented under interim boss Ralf Rangnick due to lack of direction, his approach may have grated on the players. United stars looked at times like they had lost their enjoyment and played like it. Now they have a new start under Ruben Amorim, and the early positivity from Marcus Rashford and Casemiro is likely to rub off on the rest of the players too. It was interesting to see immediate positive reactions, and the training footage released by the club did show why Amorim should become hugely popular with the players. Amorim is the youngest ever coach to be in charge of United and radiates energy and enthusiasm. The 39-year-old was captured joining in with the session to get his message across and even challenged Johnny Evans, who is just 3 years younger than him, for an aerial ball at one point. He was animated, approaching players individually to pass on instructions, and got down to his knees to view the session at a different angle. Amorim is very different to Erik ten Hag. The Portuguese coach should be like a breath of fresh air at Carrington. His first words when he met some of the players during the international break were, "Let's have fun," and it's understood a senior player who left United in the summer felt that had been lost during ten Hag's tenure. Amorim is trying to put smiles back on faces. We heard the same when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer arrived, but he does feel different to each of his predecessors at the club since 2013. Although that has been said about practically every manager since David Moyes and it's been false dawn after false dawn, Amorim has a completely different profile, which is exciting. There doesn't seem to be a player who has worked for Amorim that has something bad to say about him. His communication skills are outstanding, and he clearly looks to build meaningful relationships with members of his squad, which will get the best out of them, in theory. Tactics will continue to evolve in football, and man management has evolved. It's always been one of the most important parts of the game, and Amorim seems to excel in that area. Daritson Lopes once described Amorim as the angel in his life in an interview with Ebola in 2020. Lopes had played for Casapia, who Amorim took his first job in management with, and United's new head coach went to extraordinary lengths to help him away from the pitch. Lopes needed help in supporting his young family, and Amorim showed incredibly generosity by finding them a house and paying for the rent for a whole year. There are thought to be other similar stories about Amorim helping his players, but he does not seek publicity. United believe they have hired one of the finest young coaches in Europe, and that billing adds up when you speak to people who have worked with Amorim along his coaching journey. It was great to see him finally coaching on grass alongside his own coaching staff at Carrington on Monday, and excitement is building ahead of facing Ipswich Town this weekend. Amorim doesn't have long to change the team's formation and implement a fresh philosophy on the training ground, but United should look like a different side at Portman Road. He discussed the identity he wants to bring to the team in his first interview with club media, and that's something United have been desperate for. Ten Hag's tactics stopped working a long time before he was sacked, and he couldn't address the problems in training at Carrington. Ruben Amorim's first training session feels like a breath of fresh air at Manchester United. From Marcus Rashford and Casemiro's glowing endorsements to Amorim's vibrant energy and his commitment to rebuilding the squad's identity, the excitement is palpable. But what do you think? Is Amorim the man to finally bring consistency and success back to Old Trafford? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the debate started. If you found this breakdown insightful, show your support by smashing the like button and sharing this video with fellow fans. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis and behind-the-scenes updates. Hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we upload. Join us as we follow Ruben Amorim's journey and the rebirth of Manchester United.